Hey, what's happening, Sneaky Heads? How you doing? How y'all been?
What's happening? What's happening? What's good?
Hey, before we get this video started, you already know, go on and smash that thumbs up. You know what we trying to do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In this video, we got that what? That weekly heat, baby.
Yes,
That
sir.
weekly heat.
So these are the hottest shoes that are coming out from the 17th to August through to 23rd of August, 17th. I'm going to go ahead and start off. So starting off on August the 19th, we do have a men's Nike Air Max 1000. This is technically a new shoe that's going to be finally be releasing to the public. If you don't know or know, the initial limited launch was done in Complex Con in 2024, and those are limited pairs. It was the red pair. I don't know if you saw those or not. So this pair retails for $179. I do think that's a little bit expensive in my opinion. Maybe they're charging you a little bit because of that Air Max bubble in the back. Do I think it's worth $179? No, but I do expect these to sell out just because we know Yeezys came and gone, and this is the next, I guess, all rubber shoe that's supposed to be making waves. They are featuring another pair, black pair that's supposed to be more limited, but that's going to be a collaboration. So on Zellerfield.com, they're supposed to be releasing these black pair of shoes. I do think that that's a better colorway, this black pair with that green glowing air bubble. I do think that's a nicer pair. However, those will be limited and hard to get. However, the more general release will be they're calling this pair the Oak. So predominantly the shoe is all the same color. It does features that fancy 3D printing throughout the shoe. If you look at the shoe a little bit more in detail, we do see that indentation of that Nike swoosh on the side. And looking down at the toe box, we do see a little Nike swoosh at the top. And what makes the shoe pop is that orange air bubble on the side. Looking at the outsole, this will feature what it seems like has become Nike's go-to outsole for all of his shoes is the waffle cone. Looking more at the details on the side, we do see like a pattern. I do think overall this is a nice shoe. And we look at the back, it does feature, it says Air on the back. Probably would have been nicer. Maybe if one of them said Air and the other one said Max, but I'm not mad at this. This is a new design. Let me know what you think about these sneakerheads. Again, I'm not really upset about this. I think it's a really cool looking shoe. I think that the price point is a little bit high. Maybe at the most it should have been 160, but even Yeezy slides and runners, they never broke over $100. So I understand the air bubble. Maybe they should have charged $30 more for the air bubble. So maybe at the most he should have been $120. But Nike and Jordan Brand has continued to raise the prices even though we are in a state of economic recession. So let me know your thoughts and opinions about these sneakerheads. Are you rocking these or dropping these? So moving on to the next shoe. On August the 20th, we do have the Air Jordan 40. This is the second colorway. This shoe is called the Blue Suede. It does retail for a higher elevated price of $205. So these will be releasing on Nike.com. They're already loaded on the website. And this shoe predominantly features like a bluish gray upper. Another name we have heard is called a football gray. Nike is calling this blue gray. It does feature that white midsole throughout. And one of the things that stands out about this shoe is they stacked the full-length Zoom Strobel on top of the full-length Zoom Egg foam for a natural response. So we do know that Zoom X is one of the top foams that Nike is using at this time. They use it for some of their higher end running shoes. This Jordan 40 basketball shoe has this inside of there. So I do expect these to be really comfortable. Looking at the bottom, we do see a herringbone traction pattern, which helps leave defenders guessing which way you're going to be cutting. Traction on here is supposed to be very nice. As we move around to the right, the exterior of the shoe, we do see that blue. And if you look at the top of the shoe, we do see black on top. This is a wash suede, and if we look more closer at the pattern, we can see that it looks like a rugged suede at the top and more of a smooth suede at the bottom. Looking at the tongue of the shoe, we do see that Jordan Jumpman in that embroidered blue-gray Jumpman logo. I do think that's a nice touch for the shoe. They kept it a little bit clean by putting in the black laces. However, you can possibly put some different laces if you want the shoe to pop a little bit more. It does feature that interior lace locks, so you really can't see the laces from the outside of the shoe, which I do think is a nice touch. Move around to the back of the shoe. You do see that Nike Air branding on the back. It's hard to see, I know, but it does say Nike Air. This kind of resembles Jordan 4, in my opinion. But let me know your thoughts and comments about this sneakerheads. It looks like these will be a nice shoe to rock on the court or off the court because they're supposed to be extra soft. So let me know your thoughts and opinions about these sneakerheads. Are you rocking these or dropping these? So moving on, top shoe of the week. On August the 23rd, we do have the Jordan 1 OG Shattered Backboard. This is coming in a full-size family run. Men's pairs will be $185. Again, that $5 price jump is, as you can see, Air Jordan 1s used to cost $180, but now this new shoe in 2025 is cost $185. So grade school will be $140. Little kids will be $85. Toddlers and infants will be $70. So overall, this is the classic shoe that has been re-retroed several times before. This is the 2025 reiteration of the shoe. Predominantly of the shoe is technically all white from the side. It does have hits of orange and black throughout. As you look at the toe box, we do see that orange. This is what the shoe is mainly known for. Predominantly the leather on here is supposed to be top quality. Of course, if we look at this shoe from the side, we do see that nice leather on the side. However, we don't think it's the top quality that we have seen in the past OG Shattered Backboards, but if you like Air Jordan 1s, this is a nice clean colorway. If your pair is already old and messed up, this is your chance to get a new one for all the OGs out there. But looking at the shoe, we do see that orange on the back of the heel and across the top of the shoe with that Wings logo in black. You see that black Nike swoosh on the side. Again, when I'm looking at the toe box, I do see that black around the toe box. I do see that Seb midsole and that nice orange protruding at the bottom of the shoe that makes the shoe pop. Looking at the bottom of the shoe, we just see the regular standard Jordan 1 outsole. Nothing really fancy there. It's all orange. Looking at the back of the shoe, I do see that Jordan hourglass on the back of the shoe, as we expect all the real Jordans to have. Overall, this is just a clean, nice shoe that hasn't been re-retroed in a while, and this is your chance to get these. Again, it does feature that elevated price point. These should be rarely easy to get. Well, just as expected, the Jordan 1 High OG Shattered Backboard 2025s is already going for under retail. I do expect these pairs to sit. My size 10, is going for $171, and this is technically 1 week before the release. So let me know down in the comments, sneakerheads, are you going to be rocking these or dropping these?
Hey, and if you guys love content like this, hey, check out that video right there.
And like we said, for sure, when you're blessed,
Hey, bless others.
peace.